How to set up your one-person business for success with one tool, part 2. So we already did, we created landing page, we created thank you page, right? So now we're going to create email autoresponder for your offer. These are the emails that people are going to receive with, the cheat sheet or the PDF or whatever you promised. Okay, so that's going to be attached to the email, and it's going to be all automated, but you got to set it up. Okay, so this is where you're in, check your email for success, or sorry, for access, and write a few sentences about whatever it is. And I'm happy to have you. We're going to go click on automation, and you are going to see there's going to be a lot of workflows. These could get a bit overwhelming, so don't touch them. Let's create a brand new one just so you know how these work. Start from scratch, create a new workflow. Okay. Now, naming is super important. Okay. Again, I would say whatever the name of your opt-in, is, or whatever you are offering, keep that as the name of the workflow. And trust me, when you have a few of those, you will thank me, because these could get really confusing when you haven't named them properly. Okay, so I'm gonna say, what was it? 50 social media post calendar. That's just my imaginary. I have a habit of clicking on save after every little action that I do. So I suggest get into that habit as well. Okay, so there's two parts always. Okay, one is going to be the trigger, and the other is going to be the action. So trigger could be multiple triggers, right? But to make it simple, we're going to start with just one trigger, okay? When you are a little comfortable with this, we could add multiple triggers, and then we could add multiple actions as well. But again, if you are just starting, I suggest keeping it simple and not overthink this and not overcomplicate this. So we're going to say add new workflow. We are going to say form, because somebody submitted a form, right? Form submission, add filter. Now, the form is 50 social media post calendars opt-in form. Remember, I said I can name it so well that you would know this one it is. Okay, this one. Okay, and then save. So I usually name it 50 social media post calendar submit. So now I don't have to click on it and check which form it is or whether I chose the right form or not. I changed the trigger name so it matches. Okay. Now, first action. What do we want to do? Recommended way is always add a tag. Add contact tag. Okay. Now we're going to, if you haven't created one, it's fine. The account does come with a lot, but let's see. We will do, again, naming is super important. I will do 50, or I'll say social media post lead magnet opt-in, just so that I can recognize a person where they opted in from. Like, how did they enter my funnel? How did they enter my world, right? So I could talk to them, in a more customized and personalized manner, and I could send them, more of what they would be needing, should be needing, and it just makes better sense. You need to know a lot about your customers. Make it personal. So I usually add tag, and I just give it a name as well. So now, instead of just saying add tag, it also mentions which tag I'm adding, just to keep it, very super organized. So this is the workflow. The trigger is when they submit this form, right? What do you want this workflow to do? You want this workflow to add a tag to them. And this is how they add the tag. Okay. It just added the tag. It didn't do anything else, right? Now we're going to send them an email. Send email. This is where you're going to create that email, write that email. Do not overcomplicate this. I do have email templates as well. I don't know if I already added them under resources or not, because again, there were so many resources that they just got buried. So if not, then I will add them, but you should get them. They're like highly converting templates, okay? So this is important. Now, you must have a from name and a from email for this to go out with your name and your email. If you don't, it is going to use our system's email domain, okay? But you cannot choose just name or just email. It has to be both. That's super important. So I'm going to say from Nosheen. Actually, let's put a different name. So Samantha Smith, right? And from email, samantha.s@samantha.com. Okay. So that's that. And I'll show you how it looks like. Now, subject. So I always like to personalize it. So do mention, you know, your prospect's name, first name. So you are in, and then first name, if that's what it is, depending on what the call to action was. If they join like a group or something, you're in Nosheen, you're in, you know, whoever, right? So that's that. And then I'm going to say, hey, or hello, or hi. Click on custom values, click on contact, and choose first name. Remember, personalization, super important. So, hey, first name. Hey, Samantha. No, Samantha is the one who's sending it. Hey, Nosheen, right? Thank you for your interest. I'm not going to spend too much time on the copy right now because we're going to have another video on like super nice converting copy, okay? Thank you for your interest. Here's a copy of, you know, what did 50 social media post calendar, whatever. So post calendar. Okay. And then here's how you're going to do this. You can attach a PDF as an attachment to the email and just say, click on the attachment to download. Okay. Or if it's somewhere, you know, on the internet, you know, go here and here's a link or something, right? So click here and then link and then take them there, right? Depending on how you want it. It could be a Google link, Google Drive link, which I love because that's like the easiest way. So go ahead and add those, the Google Drive link, and then, you know, or if it's an attachment, just click on add attachment and choose. Either way. And then thank you. See you soon. Again, I'm not too worried about the copy right now. Okay. And then I always test. Okay. So you can send a test to yourself. And so if I choose my own email, let's do support at send test email. And this could be any email that you have access to, but we can check it internally as well. And that is why I'm doing this. Send email. And it's going to have a notification email sent. Go to conversation tab to confirm. So we are going to go to conversation. Not too much. Okay, so if you look at the top one, it should be your name. Mine said, you know, demo account. You are in. Hey, you know, I didn't have a first name because nobody opted in. Thank you for your interest. Here's a copy of all that stuff. Thank you. See you soon. Okay, now this is what I want to show you. Click on these three dots, details. It says it was from Samantha. It says it was to this email. it was an outbound. This is where it went. This is a third party, like I said, your email domain, what is it? Provider is by Mailgun, and it was delivered. Okay, so, and if you need to reply, and you can see when it was sent, this time, conversation began. Okay, and if you want to reply, you can click on reply, and subject line goes away, and you say thank you or received or something if you want them to reply, and then click send now. I just want to show you. So you see that? This is a reply received. Cool. Okay. So now go back here and let's complete our save action. Okay. What is the next action going to be? Typically, the simplest way, and we're just covering the simplest way, okay? We're just starting. We're one-person business. We are just going to get these in place in less than an hour or an hour, and we're going to be done with it. So the next recommended thing to do is add them to a pipeline, okay? So click on actions and then search, not pipeline, opportunity, which is also a create an update. Since they just opted in, we want to see it in a pipeline just so that we can visually see where each of our customers or prospects are. So I'm going to say create. Okay. However, if you don't, I have, geez, I don't know how many I have, but I have more than a few. So let's say my sales pipeline, if I'm going to choose, and we will go and create pipelines over there just to show you where it is. In pipeline stage, so this, they opted in to one of my lead magnets, right? So they are a prospect. They have not become a customer yet because they didn't buy from me. They're just a prospect at this time. So I'm just going to say prospect. Opportunity name, I usually do full name of the customer. Okay. And then source, you can leave it for now. If you want to add, like write the 50 social media post calendar, or, whatever your lead magnet URL was, you can just write that. Just this is for you, how they came. And what is the value of this customer when they buy, right? So for example, your high ticket item is like $4.95, $4.97, or maybe like $19.99, whatever, right? So I am going to add, and you can have multiple ones, and you can have multiple, we can create custom values for that, but let's assume this is $19.99. Currently, the status is going to be open, okay? They've not purchased from us. Leave this, as it is right now. We don't want to worry about it, and we'll talk about it later. And save. I usually say add to my sales pipeline, right? My sales pipeline. Okay. So that's that. So you will have that. Now, what else? Usually when you don't know at the moment how you are going to handle this, or you don't have the next step ready, the easiest way, and so you don't forget, is I usually just add a wait step. Just because that way they do not leave this workflow. And when I come up with something, I can still add it. So this is the way to do it. I'll add, send another email. Hey, I sent you this. Why don't you go ahead and schedule a call with me and we'll do this, right? Hey, just thinking about you. Just nurture emails, whatever nurture emails are. You can add them here, more than a few, just because one is not enough. And then you will add them here, and then you will remove this. So whoever is going to be at this step, you're going to move them to the next step. And that way they don't leave the workflow, because when they leave the workflow, if they were to be added again to the workflow, they will receive the same email again. Hey, thank you for, your interest and all that, which does not make sense. Okay. And we'll talk about it at another time. Now, you gotta hit publish, right? You gotta hit publish because it will not work, whatever you've done. So we're gonna go publish. Okay, and I'm gonna go and check it. Since the form is going to Google, it's not gonna go to the next, thank you page because it doesn't have a URL. So we're gonna test it and then go from there. Okay. This is not a preview. Let's preview this. Okay. Now, again, this is Nosheen, and this is Nosheen at Nosheen.com. And I'm doing this as a test, so I can add a fake email. But when people are doing it, when your prospects are doing it, they're going to be doing it properly. So send me 50 social media post calendar. And it's supposed to go to the Google main page, right? Okay, so now we're going to go to conversation. Actually, let's look at this, the workflow. Ta-da, I am right here. Since there was no wait step in between, like wait 1 day or wait 2 hours or wait till they respond or whatever, right? So it went straight to the last wait time, which is 99 days, okay? If I click on this, this is me that I just signed up, right? If you click on settings, sorry, not settings, history, there's me. I entered, added to workflow, a tag was added, and we'll check that in a bit. An email was sent, right? We'll check that. I was added to my sales pipeline. We will check that as well. Now I am at this step, wait 99 days. So of course I am waiting, all right? Okay, let's go to pipelines. So we're gonna go click on opportunities, and it was my sales pipeline, and I was supposed to be entered into prospects, which there am I, or there I am. Nosheen, and I did not add my last name, so it just has my first name. This was and we could go check it again. Add to my sales pipeline. It was added to my sales pipeline. So this is my sales pipeline. You can check all of these. You're not going to have these, but you can create as many as you want. And then pipeline stage is the first stage, which is called prospect, right? I didn't say customer because, we didn't buy anything yet. We're not a customer yet. So then opportunity name, contact name. It says name, which is full name. But on the form, we don't have full name. We only have like first name. So that's why it only has my first name, this URL. So 50 social media post calendar, blah, blah, blah. And what is the lead value? That is $19.99 right here, $19.99 right here. Okay. This is the tag that we added. Okay. So we are going to go to conversations again. This is what I just added. And if I click on it, I did have like a Nosheen at Nosheen.com, email, but there is a tag added to me, social media post lead magnet opt-in from here. Okay. And active campaigns or workflows, I am active in this workflow. So if you click on here, it'll take you to that workflow. And if you click on X, it'll remove me from that workflow. Now, how do you move prospects from, one stage to another? It could be automatic. You could do it manually as well, but I don't recommend doing it manually. Because then you could trigger a lot of other automation as well. So unless this is like, there's another scenario that we're going to discuss, you can manually move them. If you click on it, it's going to open up, everything about this person. You can schedule a call with them. You're going to have your own calendar. whichever calendar you're gonna have. You can add a task for yourself or for your email, for your VA, or you can add a note, to a reminder to yourself, or this is a referral, or giving them a discount in exchange for feedback, whatever. This is it. Only you get to see it, or account admins get to see this. All right, so this was that. All right, so we already created our landing page and thank you page. We created email autoresponder workflow. And next video, we are going to create scheduling. So scheduling is when they are supposed to schedule with you. So you can just have a call to action of schedule a call with me. Let's get on a call. And then when they get on a call, they get automated confirmation, automated reminders, plus the Zoom link, plus if they need to make any changes to it and all that stuff. So we're gonna go over that in our next video. All right.